Hi. So I want to give a huge shout out to my friend and colleague who didn't want to be named, but who is the inspiration for this week's video. So I was talking to my friend about a certain situation, and she recalled a lecture that she had attended where a very brave parent was talking to a crowd of physicians. And this parent's child was going to need a wheelchair. And they had been very, very scared about this prospect, and particularly scared about the words confined to a wheelchair. That was something they had heard. Your child is going to need to be confined to a wheelchair. And this brought up a lot of negative emotions for them, quite understandably so. If you stop for a minute and think about if you are confined, what emotions, what feelings does that thought bring up for you? I'm betting there's not a lot of positive connotations there. But then the parent described the most amazing thing. And what they described is that they actually found that the wheelchair was the opposite of confining, the polar opposite. In fact, it was freeing for the child because now he could actually keep up with his friends. He could get to activities much easier. He could have his siblings curl up on his lap and read him a story, or take them on a little spin on the wheelchair and have fun in ways they could never have had fun before. So as we've talked about in coaching, this thought model, the circumstance is a fact. My child is getting a wheelchair. And then we have thoughts about that, confinement, the fears that come up. And of course, I completely understand that. And I am not trying to downplay or discredit those very real and natural fears that come with any kind of a chronic diagnosis or anything like that. That's not what this is about. But what it is about is just to think for a minute and to challenge us to think about that again, recognizing our thoughts and feelings about circumstances can often cause us unneeded worry, unneeded feelings and emotions. And I just felt that this was a beautiful example to display this about something that is so real and could be so scary, ended up actually being freeing. And so I would ask, what is in your life right now that you consider confining, limiting? And is there another way you could look at it? Because maybe what is confining you is actually the very same thing that could free you. Really curious to hear your comments on this. All right, till next time.